And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Dragon Quest. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and it's time for us to make the longest trek we have had to make in this game. And we are as prepared as can be. We've got a pretty good amount of gold. I think I'm going to try to get us a little bit more before long. And I brought in a supply of herbs with us to guarantee that we're relatively good. We're being attacked by the little dudes of this area. And so you might see me do a little bit of grinding, but not too much. We've got a lot of cash. We've leveled to 15, which is good because we're not high enough level to deal with an area not far from where we got to be anyway. But I would rather be mostly prepared for what's coming. We could even attempt it and see how we do. But if we're going to attempt it, that means we got to go back to the temple, or back to the kingdom and save, which we'll do. I have no problem doing that because this walk isn't that bad. Can even buy some, or use some power, some of our spells to offset some of these weaker enemy encounters. But yes, we do have a long trek ahead of us. Over the hills and through the woods to the golem's house we go. In order for us to get access to probably the strongest weapon and armor pieces that we don't have access to yet. Which is why we would fight our way over there to begin with. And then after getting that allotment of stuff, we can then head to getting a pretty valuable piece of gear that really is going to make or break our adventure in its own right. Okay, die. We'll head down, cross that bridge when we get there. If we get there. When we get there. Across we go. We're going to head down. We're going to see a big desert here. Strangely enough, there's some nasty enemies around here. And it's not the end of the world. There are also some enemies here that will give us cash. They also spawn south of the town where we got magic keys. They're a little more rare, I think, down there. But they're called, let's see if this shows up. Oh, they believe they are called gold men. And fighting gold men, they give you very little to no XP, and they give you a crap ton of money. They give you 650, I believe, to be exact. In this game, I think in the original it was 600. Either way, they give you a crap ton of money to burn. And I want to fight at least 3 or 4 of them, maybe, before we move on from this desert. We have plenty of MP. We have plenty of herbs that we'll use before we even dip into our MP supply. But the reason being is we want to just make sure that we're geared up and don't have to grind too much. We still might have to grind anyway. That's what the thing with Dragon Quest is it's 70% grind, 10% talking to people to figure out where you gotta go, and then 15% dungeons that are relevant to the quest and story. And that's literally the gist of it. And again, say what you want. This was the first of its kind at the time, so it gets a pass on that. You know, nobody else was doing any games like this, including Final Fantasy. If I'm not mistaken, this came out before Final Fantasy did. So, and many people would argue that Final Fantasy was inspired by this game. I think it's a little of both. It's not exactly true, not exactly false. Just not as much as people would argue it to be. For some reason, they're not spawning. I'm getting everything but the gold men here. Let's get out of the desert. Maybe that's part of my problem. In too much desert. Let's go to the hills. Let's also use one of our herbs. Just make sure we're on the healthier side before we attempt any more fighting. I expected them to appear. You can see we're getting some health back naturally. I believe that's from the rain staff. It's like he's constantly drinking and pissing and drinking. Piss drinking. I'm not having any luck getting them to spawn on us though. But the Chimera, for example, is one of the enemies that spawns where the Goldmen spawn. They're not too common, but they're also not that rare either. But we're getting about 100 gold a kill from these enemies, these local enemies anyway, so it's not a big deal. But it would expedite. We would be expediting this time, or it would be the Goldmen would expedite how. Nah, I'm not using that word correctly. Let's just give up on that word. The Goldmen would make this go by a lot faster. Because, like I said, if I don't show you the grinding, this is roughly a 12-hour, 15-hour, 12-hour game. You could argue if you know where to go and what to do, you could beat this game in like 7 or 8 hours, maybe even 6. If you are playing for the first time and you're exploring the overworld and all that, it's gonna take you several hours to beat the game, or in the teens at least. Whether that's a big deal to you or not is subjective. Some people would make a big deal out of that, and other people wouldn't. It's just preferences. Right, well, screw it. We're going to make our way east anyway, because we're not getting him to spawn. I think he'll still keep spawning no matter where we are going forward here. Be nice to fight one, though. Just a couple, so you guys get to see them. For some reason, they're just refusing to spawn. Alright, he's down. Oh, killer wolf. So another upgraded wolf enemy. Die. Good XP on that one, too. Use a medical herb. We'll keep moving because we're running low on herbs now at this point. And we're not really close to the town we need to be to yet. We're almost there, but once we get there, we've got other tasks to do as well than just dealing with these guys. 21,651. Ooh, a dragon. What are the odds? Dragon, wait, what? And he's down. Nowhere near the XP we got from that other dragon. Then again, we're also, pretty beefed up. Use our last herb. We're gonna have to use a healing spell anyway. So let's use it. There we go. And we get forced into a battle with the Golem. Now we have the Fairy Flute, so this is going to be a pretty straightforward fight. The idea is that the Fairy Flute will paralyze the Golem, so we can dick around and do some other things as needed. And then we can just start smacking him down, right? So that's our goal here, is to smack him down. And he will wake whenever it says he wakes. And he woke up, so we go right back to doing the Fairy Flute again. And it's just rotating back and forth until this dude has seen the end of his days. Which will be quick, fast, and in a hurry. Sometimes he wakes up right after one hit, though, so that can be a little annoying. Like that. And there it is. Crap ton of XP, which gets us to level 16. Alright. Didn't give us any cash though. Which kind of sucks, but that's okay. I know that we're one level away from the next really great magic spell for us, which really is going to be valuable as hell. I believe it is that spell right there, Heal More. And getting Heal More is pretty good. The only problem is that, so we're going to be putting a stop to that. Literally. Ooh, ow. Although you can't heal. We still can. And the enemies around here don't fuck around, and we're not really geared up to handle them. That's why we might have to flee. Come on. There we go. Whew. Heal full after that. We're not taking any chances. Don't worry though, we'll be able to handle that soon enough. At least make it so there's not as many rounds of getting hit by that fucker. Alright, let's move. Or something else decides to try to murder my face. So we now reach this town here. And this town is confusing as hell. The idea behind it is that you can buy everything gear-wise here. From what we've seen in the past to what is available for us now. The negative is that it doesn't have, I don't think it has a very complete item shop. So you'll have to keep that in mind. So here, deposit the fairy flute, we need room. Let's back out. We've got 2 items of great value to purchase here, and they're not cheap at all. I can't stress it enough. They're a freaking ripoff. We get the defense seed, let's use it now. And kind of everything else is irrelevant. So making sure that you can get those items is first and foremost the most important thing. Or rather, yeah, getting the 2 pieces of gear. And then probably getting up to our next healing level is going to be invaluable as well. As you can see, just the way we were getting hit by those enemies should tell you all you need to know. Is that we were getting wrecked. And we just don't have any new gear to really offset that yet. Okay, so this is the dude of importance here. He's going to offer us 2 amazing items. One of them is the flame sword, and the other one is the mirror shield. Both of these things are exorbitantly expensive. We're like 3 grand shy of buying both of them or so. We're gonna go with the flame sword because I'd rather dish out the damage. That puts us at 12,158. Selling the steel sword is not gonna get us the rest of the way there. So yeah, what do we need? May as well say that's 1,500. We're about 2 grand away from that. Excuse me, we're 2 grand away from getting that item there. And we also could use 1 more level or so before moving on, to be honest with you. So what we'll do is we're going to head back kind of to the west. Because we just don't have the money, but we have a slightly better weapon. I don't want to have to walk all the way back the way we came to do this. We may even stick around this town just because we need the XP from here. More so than we need the gold, because the gold will come. And the 2 grand at 1,000, that's 20 fights. Sounds like a lot. In this game, it's not. Trust me, I've been grinding throughout different elements of this game, and I will tell you it's not a lot. And you can see here, let's see what... And so hopefully we kill him. No. Oh, he dodged. What a load of shit. Yeah, we probably shouldn't hang around here till we get some better armor. Clearly we need it. Let's get the fuck out of this area. Or more things try to smash my face in. Okay. There we go. We gotta head back to that town, but let's try to stay as close to the town as possible without having to go too far away. We just want to get out of the range of these guys. Enough with the fireballs, bro. There we go. 2 rounds we can handle. 3rd round, it starts getting wonky. Let's keep moving away. Killer wolf. And once we get across that other bridge or to the south of here, we should be relatively safe. If I have to teleport all the way back to the main area and then walk slowly back here, so be it. It's worth it in the grand scheme of things. It's just these fights are really rough until we start seeing these guys again. Then it starts to kind of flatline a little bit, and the XP difference is negligible. See, 78 versus, well, we were getting 130 or something like that, so it's about double, right? But until we can afford the better armor, we're gonna hang back here. Specifically, we're on the hunt for Goldmen, because they will expedite this process very quickly, but we weren't lucky coming out here. I was hoping we would be, and it just didn't come to pass. Whoa. Okay. What's this at 82? Should be safe enough. We're almost to the other side here of the bridge. Hopefully we bump into some Goldmen. Because they do spawn around here, just getting them to spawn is the tricky part. Yeah, less dangerous Chimera. One way or the other, we're going to need the XP and all that, so just have to take with it as what we can. I need to heal again. You know, it seems so much easier when we were coming out this way. Now trying to power up in the area, it's another story. That's why we need the stronger healing spell. Straight up, look, we can't even full heal off of more than 2 of these. And even then, we're still not fully healed. So yeah, we definitely need the healing upgrade. Hence why this effort is required. We're just not getting any luck at getting the golden men to show up here. It's 14,900 something, so we need at least 1,500 because we want to heal and all that too. So we could probably start heading back. No, not quite. Let's just make sure we have the money, then we head back. And the extra money will offset coming out this way. This area that was slightly safer. And we could full heal after every battle, walking, you know, our way back to that town. And this is the kind of shit you kind of have to expect from these particular games. It was that period of time. You know? Wondering if I'm just too far south, and maybe that's why they're not spawning. Ultimately, though, you can see that we won the battle. Ooh, metal slimes. If we're lucky, we can kill one, but most of the time they do that. There's not really a way to make them stay. There are a lot of XP, like in any Dragon Quest game, but you got to get pretty damn lucky to hopefully kill one. So don't rely on that as your source of XP, because unlike other Dragon Quest games that are much later in the series, there's not really mechanisms that allow you to actually just defeat them. You know, it's more just luck than anything else in these early Dragon Quest games. Specifically in the first one, if you even want to be that specific. We should have enough. Yeah, we'll have enough by the time we get back. Let's go ahead and heal. And let's head back to the town to get our shield. The coveted shield. And what we might do is, I don't know if there's any healing items in that particular town. We'll check all the shops, but I don't think there is. We'll want probably some healing items so that conserves our MP. But we'll worry about that once we have to worry about that. We may not need to. We may just for the sake of this Let's Play, we'll risk it. We'll risk it all. But once we get the shield, the need for money kind of dwindles. It's not as necessary. And of course I go the wrong goddamn way again. And now I have to fight a dragon for my trouble. It'll be a lot easier once we don't have to take that kind of damage. Or slightly reduced damage anyway. Okay. Let us head up and over. So, oh, come on. No! Kill it. Yeah, you gonna play that game, motherfucker? I can play that game too. Yeah. You can play it as well, motherfucker. I've got your name. I've got your ass. I see you heal now. You bastard. And that's why, again, I stand by what I said. This is why we need that higher level healing magic, just because our HP has now surpassed what a regular healing can do, even more than what two of them can do. Okay, made it. Oh, sweat going down my head. Okay, so let's go ahead and open Sesame. Buy the mirror shield. Yes. And we'll sell the old shield because we need inventory space. And then we're going to go heal at the, you know, what have you. We'll heal at the inn. And you know what? Because I don't want to run into... Well, to be honest, I think we'll be mostly okay. You know what we could do is we could find out our 2 next level by going to the vault and getting the princess's thingy out. If we're really close to leveling, we'll do that. If we're pretty far, we'll... I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's worth risking, to be honest with you, the more I think about it. But, let's see. Give me that. Let's see what the damage is here. 1,170 XP. That's pretty close. When the enemies in this vicinity are giving around 150 to 100. So I would say we should probably stick around here. As much as I don't like the idea, we should probably do that. So we'll deposit these items. This item. Now that we know what we need. Gold is not an issue going forward for quite a while. So, I mean, in quite a while in this game is not quite a while at all. But for the most part, you know, it's not a big deal. So we can pick some fights around here. We need roughly 10. If they give more than 100 XP anyway, it's roughly 10. Yeah, this cheeky bastard. Let's see, cast healing now. Let's see, now the regular damage is a little more manageable. 105 XP, okay. So, yeah, it's about 10 or 12 battles around here. We'll level again. Yay. Yay. pick a few fights, and this is probably, like I said, we have to do the grinding because I really want the better healing spell. I'm like 90% sure it's at level 17. If it doesn't show up, then we're going to say, fuck it, go back to the main kingdom, heal up, grab healing items, save, and then we'll have to deal with the next area. We'll have to walk all the way back out to it, but that's fine. We won't have to walk through this area to get to it, so it's, you know, not as big of a deal. And they give about 135, so we're probably in a good place to level. Nice. Of course he will. Oh, it hits like a truck. Now he's pissing me off. Take that, you bastard. Think you can get the drop on me? Yes, waste turns attacking me instead of using magic. I like that. 120 XP. Probably about 500 XP away or so. Heal. God damn it. We're good. We should be close to level 17 here. Once we hit level 17, I'll be happy. We'll make this a short episode too. That way we can you can kind of see where we're going to be going, you know, once we deal with this. Because the next couple areas are going to be this next area is kind of weird. And it could be kind of ridiculous depending on who you ask. It just feels that way anyway, because it's like, wait, what? The game's difficulty just scaled upward and to the moon. And so we can preempt that in a sense by not having to worry about it once we hit 17, and then once we do a little bit more wandering around, so to speak. But ultimately, it's not going to matter. Because we should be leveling soon here. Yeah, I would assume we level at the next 1,000. I'm honestly not keeping track of my XP. She said we need like 1,400 to level. So we're at least, I know we're more than halfway there. There we go, there's a level. And there's our heal more spell. Yay. Okay. Let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's not cut it short since we just leveled. We're going to try to do this in one go here. We're going to take a big risk, but I think we'll be okay. I think. Thinking and being okay are two very different things. Actually, you know what would probably be better? Let's do this. Let's do return. So we can get healing items. Very rarely do I care about healing items. I kind of care right now. So I don't want to be bothered with the little things coming up. And any extra healing we have is always welcome. Let's buy. We can also make a save while we're here, too. So healing, 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 healing. Mine. Okay, there's the last one. Alright. Let's move. It's not the staff. It's just the magic armor that's healing us. Duh! You can't take me anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and let's hit up our save point so we can save. Because we got a really nasty fight. It's kind of like a mini boss or boss fight coming up, and it's one of those you'd be better. It's better to be safe than sorry. And again, we lose tons of cash for dying, so I'd rather not. That's why they have a place for you to store your money, so you don't lose it when you die. Only $39.60, you say? Yes, I would like to continue my journey. Alright, so now we're going to head back to that desert. Yeah, it's a little bit of a walk, but again, mostly through enemies that we don't care about. Mobs and types that aren't a big deal. And we need, there's actually a town there, but the town is not a town. It's the remnants of a town. Talking to some of the people earlier, we heard that town was destroyed. And so, but, there is something there that we must have in order to be the hero that this world needs us to be. The Descendant of Roto. Strangely enough, it's a wonky boss fight, but it's not terrible. It's just that if you don't think to open the fight a certain way, you're gonna have a bad time. It may take you it may even take me a couple of, like 1 or 2 attempts to beat him, depending on, you know, what happens. We'll worry about that when we get there. Die. Okay, just keep moving. Kill him like the rest. Head down south of here. And there's the little town we're on our way to. Never did get one of those golden men to show up for you guys. I feel bad about that. Ever so slightly. Okay. So, now that we're here in this lovely abode, let's go ahead and make our way around here. Kill it. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Not burning magic's what I like to hear. Okay, so there's a trick to this, and it's very awkward, but you'll see what I mean. Let me... Good. This is the dude we're looking for. Now, before you do anything, we need to stop spell on him, because this dude's kind of a dick. Right, his spells are sealed, and now we just wail away on him, and luckily we got a crit. Oh, glorious day. That just made my life so much easier. Let me think here. First of all, let's heal. Or anything bad happens to me, right? There's the armor of Roto. Nice. Let's equip that sumbitch right away. Equip. So it's only a slight increase, but it comes with a caveat. We no longer take damage from damaged tiles. That's why we needed it. It's exactly why we needed it. So with that said, let's continue our adventure, because we can knock a couple other things out while we're at it. As we fight this Armored Knight. We lucked out in that fight. Usually I'm reluctant to say I've ever crit hit that particular boss. Little mini boss. Whatever you really want to call it. Kill him. Really quick, what is our inventory? Okay, it's not full. Let's head south. And he's down. And now we're going to finally go across this first bridge, which we have not done yet. This fucker. Is he healing? Yes, he's healing. So we will be putting a stop to that in the future for the future. Okay. And thus, no damage. He didn't see us, so let's see if we can kill him around here. There we go. The token of Roto is found. Yes. So let us go ahead and cast Return. Get back to the main castle. And we're going to be kind of moving some inventory items around because, you know, we need to. First things first, though, let us heal. And we need to... How much inventory space do I actually... Okay, we're full right now, so we definitely need to dump the medical herbs, sell the magic armor. Those will be the first two things we do after healing here. We're going to kind of set ourselves up for success, so to speak. And then from here, let's go sell the armor and the herbs because we need the inventory space. There's just no way around that. So I don't want to buy anything. Armor. I think we're good. Kind of need all that other stuff. Let's head to the inn because that's where the little vault is, and we can get a few more goodies for ourselves here that we've deposited. So let us withdraw. Oops. Withdraw. Items. And we need the Stones of Sunlight. And it's just, at this point, we just want to hold on to this stuff. Let's check our inventory. How much space do we have? Pretty much none. And that's fine. We now need to go back to the Magic Key Town and head south of there to get another one of these relics. Luckily, there's not going to be a lot of enemies that we need to deal with, so we can hit up Repel. And that'll remove weak monsters kind of from the fight, so it's good to know. So we'll head this way. We'll cast it again, because again, at this point now, XP and money is not important. There's no benefit, or no major benefit to us at this exact juncture. As I believe, statistically, if we look at our stats, we're only short one spell, but we have everything else. So, and one of the reasons why this is how we're progressing through now. Is we're now going to keep using this until we get to the other town, then we'll heal up there, just because why not? And we'll be good. Radiant. Even these enemies will grant us nothing of interest. But nothing happened. Huh. Okay, so I guess these are considered within our range of fighting. Go figure. It's okay. We just got where we needed to go. Most of the way of where we needed to go. Let's hit at the end because I'm a lazy asshole. Alright, so we're gonna head south. Kill this dude. And actually, we could probably cast Repel and keep the weakest stuff away from us. Will we do this? Because even the XP here is pretty garbage compared to what we really need to actually level. Get in there. Oh my god. I went every way but the right way. Let's talk to this fool. Descendant of the great hero Roto, now is the time when rain and sun will join. Now give me the staff of rain and the stones of sunlight. Fucker hands the staff of rain and stones of sunlight to the priest. Oh gods, I offer rain and sun to this holy altar. Alrighty then. Now approach the altar and take the rainbow drop. Okie dokie. What? You found the rainbow drop. And thus, it is all good. Fucker, this isn't the place to use that. No, go! Okay, well, I guess we'll go to the place that we can use it. Right? So let's go ahead and leave. Let's use our spell again, because we're not going to really have to bother too much with stronger enemies till we get closer to where we need to be. There we go. We're just going to follow this kind of along the coast here, Repel. And you can see some familiar faces are starting to come by. So that's how we know we're going the right way. Just on the other side of that town, concentrated rage, right? Leave. Nice. Hey. Much lesser Chimera. I'm just showing you where this leads because we're actually gonna not go into it yet. Strangely enough. It'll all make sense. I assure you. Because we've come far. You're kind of ashamed to screw up now. So we head up and up and up. Oh, come on. There it is, guys. The Castle of Evil. So yes, we are slowly starting to get towards the end of this game here. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? But it's easier said than done because there's a whole handful of things we got to do before we can even think to continue. So with that said, this is a really great place for us to stop right now. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, we are going to go into that castle, but we're going to drop off. I'm going to drop off like excess crap that we're carrying at this point. We don't need the token of Roto for the time being. We don't need it right now. It'd be easier for us to traverse without it weighing us down. And there's a lot of cool things to find. And so we have our 6 magic keys. We're good to go in that regard. So anyway, next time when we come back, we're going to tackle the Fortress of Evil, the Kingdom of Doom, the Tower of Death. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Deposit. So yeah. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys, and we'll see you guys next time.